Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Freeborn. You're watching Central Valley Business, and my next guest is Bryan Parisi with Sunnyside Swap Meet. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Bryan.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, tell me about Sunnyside Swap Meet.
Well, it's kind of got a long history in Fresno. It opened early 70s. It originated at the Sunnyside Drive-In Theater. Now that opened in 1965. Kind of a neat. It's right there on Clovis and Olive, and at the time it was the world's largest screen. So it was kind of neat to have that in Fresno, and it was so it was a really popular theater. And at some point, these drive-ins were popping up all over the country, and at some point somebody figured out that, hey, during the day they're empty. We should do something with them.
Right.
And I don't know where it happened first, but somebody figured out, hey, let's make an outdoor marketplace using this property because it's big and you got plenty of parking.
Yeah.
And so Fresno followed suit, and I don't know the exact date, but we heard anywhere from 1972 to 1973. They started using the swap meet itself, or the drive-in rather, for a swap meet on Saturdays and Sundays. And it was gained popularity and grew over the years. And by the early 1980s, the swap meet was actually more popular than the theater.
Oh wow!
Partially because the theaters evolved, and outdoor theaters weren't quite, they were kind of losing steam because the indoor theaters were becoming so dynamic.
And all the equipment starts running down over the years.
They don't want to listen to the movie to that little box anymore. They want to go in for the Dolby surround
IMAX
sound.
experience.
Exactly. So the swap meet pretty much took over the property and was the main focal point. Huge, and it was everybody was pretty shocked when it closed, which we're estimating that it was in the early 90s, maybe 91, 92. Some people say late 80s. They think that it was having problems non-related to the swap meet itself, but they did eventually close it, and the property sat dormant for years. So my father and I took a little bit of work to get it to resurrect it, but we managed to reopen, and it's been just over 5 years now, and it's grown steadily, and it's turned into quite a place.
And what's your father's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Frank Parisi.
Frank Parisi. Okay.
Yeah. Tried to get him on here, but he opted for me. So, but it's a great outdoor market. You will find new stuff, used stuff, produce, great food trucks. There's all kinds of people come out and spend the whole day out there.
Yeah, the food trucks alone are always
food trucks alone. Yeah, the food is great. Our swap meet in particular, we kind of cater more towards the used stuff, like clean out your garage and come out and sell. Get rid of the stuff you don't want anymore.
Now, do you charge for a booth for people who want to set up?
So basically, we charge for a booth to set up. We're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's $15 on Friday, $20 on Saturday, and $25 on Sunday.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad. And they're big spaces. You can drive your car, your truck right in, park on your space. You got plenty of room to set your stuff up.
Oh, wow.
And we encourage people to, like I say, clean out the garage, clean out the shed, stuff that you don't want. A lot of times people will inherit things, inherit households, and what do you do with it? So it's a great tool for that. And we like that stuff because we've got a lot of treasure hunters out there.
Sure, yeah.
And every weekend, we see it. We see them walking out with really cool stuff. So it's a lot of fun, but there are people that make a pretty good living out there as well.
Being around that atmosphere, are you a treasure hunter too?
That's a good question. That's a good question. My dad is the ultimate treasure hunter and collector.
All right.
So I don't know if it's skipped a gene or it's just that I'm around it so much. I don't collect much. But I don't need to because he collects enough for me and 12 other people. You'll
inherit most of that stuff anyways, right?
Yeah, probably. It's and for the buyers, for people who come in, if you park inside, it's $2. Otherwise, you can park outside and walk in. It's free. So people like the fact that they can come out there and it doesn't really cost them anything. If they don't want to park inside, they can walk in and they're in.
Yeah, it's something to do.
Something to do.
And you might find a bargain.
You might find a bargain. You'll certainly find, like I say, the produce is great. If you're looking for new stuff, there's a lot of new stuff that you'll find a lot cheaper than you will in the stores. And it's, there's a social aspect to it too. So a lot of people, they come out just to see their friends and hang out and see what's new. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, it sounds like fun. Again, the name is Sunnyside Swap Meet. And Bryan Parisi, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any events coming up or anything you'd like to share?
You know what? We're open year round, weather permitting. So on the days where it's raining, obviously we're not out there. But other than that, we're open year round. So we're out there every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Our busiest times are obviously during the spring and the fall. But even on the cold winter days, if the sun is shining, it's a full house, and we do a lot of the nice thing about it is with the variety of stuff that comes out and the people and it's there's always something new going on. It feels like there's always something new. It's definitely worth coming out.
All right, very cool. Well, thanks again, Bryan, for coming on the show.
Okay, yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Hope you come back sometime. We'll be right back.